Today's video is going to be very special because we are talking about one of the most historically important United States coins, the 1959 Lincoln cent. This coin may look very common at first glance, but the year 1959 marks a major turning point in American coin history. It is the first year when the United States Mint changed the design from the famous wheat reverse to the brand new Lincoln Memorial reverse. And since millions of collectors around the world still search for rare pieces, errors, and high-grade coins from this year, understanding the full story of the 1959 penny can help you recognize valuable coins hiding in everyday collections. Before we begin, remember, coin values depend heavily on condition, rarity, mint errors, and collector demand. Today I will explain everything: history, minting details, errors, grading, market demand, auction records, and how you can check if your 1959 penny is valuable. Let's start with the background. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birth anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln. For 50 years, from 1909 to 1958, the coin featured the wheat ears design on the reverse. But in 1959, the United States wanted to celebrate another major event: the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. That is why the Mint introduced a new design, showing the Lincoln Memorial Building in Washington, D.C. on the reverse. This design remained on U.S. cents for exactly 50 years until 2008. So 1959 is not just another date. It is the very first year of the Memorial reverse coins. Because of this, collectors always pay special attention to this date. Many people think that early memorial cents have no value because they were minted in huge quantities. Yes, it's true that the 1959 penny had very high mintage numbers. Over 600 million coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint alone. But even with high mintage, certain pieces can still reach premium values, especially in top condition, rare original mint luster, or special varieties. Now let's talk about the design. On the front side, you see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above his head is the phrase, "In God we trust." On the left side is the word liberty, and on the right is the date, 1959. Since this piece is from the Philadelphia Mint, there is no mint mark under the date. On the reverse side, you see the Lincoln Memorial with the words United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum just above the building, and 1 cent large at the bottom. If you look carefully at the memorial design, you will notice a small but beautiful detail: the tiny statue of Lincoln inside the building. This is one of the only U.S. coins where a president appears on both sides of the same coin. Now let's talk about metal composition. The 1959 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This composition continued until 1982. Because copper prices increased over time, copper pennies from before 1982 are considered more desirable by many collectors. Now let's talk about condition. For a coin from 1959, most circulated coins are usually in average condition, but collectors want high-grade coins, especially grades like MS65, MS66, MS67, and above. These grades indicate a coin that was never used in circulation and still has full original mint luster. Such coins are much harder to find than people think. Now let's talk about values. A normal circulated 1959 penny usually has low value, often between 5 and 20 cents. But the story becomes very interesting when we look at high-grade certified coins. A 1959 Lincoln cent graded MS66 can sell for several dollars. In MS67, prices increase even more because surviving populations are much lower. Some auction results show prices from $300 to over $1,000 for the finest known examples in top grade. But the biggest reason collectors search for the 1959 penny is because of rare error coins. One of the most famous controversies in coin collecting is the 1959 D wheat reverse cent. In 1959, only the memorial reverse design should have been produced. But one coin was discovered with a 1959 D date in the old wheat reverse. Many experts believe this coin is genuine, but others say it may have been altered. This coin has caused huge debate, and even FBI involvement many years ago. It reportedly sold for more than $50,000. Even though this error is extremely rare and controversial, it made the 1959 cent world famous. Other types of 1959 errors are known, including off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, double dies, and strike-throughs. Some of these errors can bring very good prices depending on severity. A dramatic off-center strike can sell for $50 to $200. A clear double die may also bring premium value. So if you have a 1959 penny, always check it carefully for unusual details. Now let's talk about how you can examine your coins. First, clean your hands but never wash the coin. Hold it by the edges only. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect the date, letters, and the details of Lincoln's face and hair. On the reverse, look at the lettering and the building structure. Any doubling, extra thickness, or unusual marks can indicate a variety or error. Check for strong luster, scratches, dents, or discoloration, because these affect grade. Next, consider getting valuable pieces graded by major services like PCGS or NGC. Professional grading can increase the value of high-quality coins, especially if they receive grades of MS66 or MS67. Now let's talk about collector demand. The 1959 penny is historically important, affordable, and easy to collect. Many beginners start their U.S. coin collection with Lincoln cents. This high demand keeps the market active, and mint state coins continue to increase in value over time. Even though millions were made, finding a perfect high-grade example today is surprisingly difficult, making the top population coins rare and valuable. For investors, older copper cents like these are considered safer long-term collectibles. They are affordable today but may grow in value as the number of preserved mint state coins decreases. Finally, let's sum up what makes the 1959 penny important. It marks the beginning of a new design era. It is collected worldwide. It has interesting and valuable error varieties, and high-grade examples can bring strong auction prices. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, the 1959 Lincoln cent should always have a special place in your collection. This is the complete and detailed information about the 1959 penny. If you like this long educational video, subscribe to Coin Study for more historical and valuable coin content. And if you have rare coins, feel free to comment. I will reply and help you identify your coins.